What's up, you guys? Welcome to the frickin' Postgame. Another week, another frickin', I don't know what to call it.
I'm trying to stay silent on
I
this.
can see we got silence.
I really am, Kevin. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say. This is the product we saw today after 10 days. After 10 days from our last game, this is what we put out there today.
Same with the bye.
Yeah.
Same after the bye.
Yeah. And
This is how you come into the game. This is all the prep work you did in 10 days.
Yeah.
For a divisional game at home.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what, Kevin? I'm going to be straight up honest with you. And if this was a year where me and you weren't doing this show, because I know this team like I know the back of my hand, I don't care what Jet fans think of me or say about me. As soon as the game started and Tevon Coleman took the ball from the kick return, ran it out of the end zone, we got to the 37-yard line and there was a flag, I could have turned the TV off and walked out because I knew what the outcome was going to be.
I had just sat down, saw that, and I said, well, of course. Why would we have a good return and start the game without a flag?
Yeah.
Why would we do that? How many penalties today? Man,
8.
How many? I don't have many notes here. There wasn't many, they all would have been bad. Poor special teams.
Yeah.
Horrible, ridiculous penalties.
Yep.
Offensive holding after offensive holding.
I stopped writing the penalties after it was 8 for 75. That's the last I remember, 8 for 75.
And they almost did it again to you. 489 yards.
Yeah.
They almost put another team to almost put a 5 spot.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the 5 spot, Kev.
It's a joke.
Yeah. This defense in 4 games now have given up 175 points in 4 games.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
And the joke's on us.
Yeah.
As fans.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's where I have to laugh. I don't know if anyone out there saw Saleh's press conference where he says they don't shift cornerbacks because they asked him, and this is one of the plays I wanted to talk about. Eccles gets hurt, right? Guidry comes in. The first play is to Diggs. It was out of bounds. We caught a break there. What does Buffalo do? They see Guidry
right back at it. Right back at it.
Right back at
Next
it. For
play,
the
same play, same play.
And I'm not an X's and O's guys, and I love to get someone on here. I keep saying that if you're an X's and O guys out there, you want, or a lady, I don't care who. Saleh says in his press conference, they don't switch up the cornerbacks. They just line them up on their side of the field and they leave them there. Well, this is why we're giving up 45 points a game. Because teams are saying you're leaving this guy on our best receiver man to man, and we're going to burn you all day. This coach, listen, and I don't care who gets mad at me. Screw you all if you're mad. Then you're not watching what I'm watching. We saw a professional coaching staff today with a professional team today play a Pee-wee coaching staff with a Pee-wee team. Mm-hmm. That team was up 38-10 when we were on the 2-yard line, and McDermott called a timeout because he didn't like what he saw. Why? Because he's coaching his team up for something that might happen in a future game against another team.
Doesn't matter how far you're ahead.
You're always coaching.
Always play. 60 minutes, always coaching.
489 yards today.
Yeah, disgusting.
At one point, Kevin, I texted you, and I think it was halfway through the 3rd quarter. I said, the Jets, if this was baseball, I said the Jets line score 3 points, 4 turnovers, 8 penalties. That's disgusting.
Incredible. And don't even go by 45-17.
Oh yeah,
The 17, the 14 points is a joke from the 3.
You talk about it. You talk about a team, Kevin, that doesn't make in-game adjustments. Here's the perfect example. And all you had to do was watch Buffalo when they first got the ball after we went 3 and out to start the game. They went 5 plays, 58 yards in a minute and 55 seconds, 7 points, right? So now you go in at half, you make whatever adjustments you have, or you think you made the adjustment. What does Buffalo do on their first?
Come
first
right
drive?
down. Come right. I messaged you. I said, great adjustments. Great halftime adjustments.
5 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes and 59 seconds, 7 points. I think I read this right. We're the first team in history to give up 4 rushing touchdowns in a game to 4 different players.
Disgusting. Yeah, you notice how we always make history. We always like the first team to do this and the first team to do that, but it's always for something beneficial to the other team.
Yeah. At that, if you talk about 4 different guys scoring rushing touchdowns, I could have probably scored a goddamn rushing touchdown today. And I got 2 bad knees, a herniated disc, and sciatica, and I could still probably have scored a touchdown today. And you know what? Here's another thing. Everyone wants to get rid of Mims. They're sick of Mims. He dropped the ball. What about Corey Davis? Are we ever going to get pissed at this dude?
Yeah, nice fumble, dude. Nice fumble.
I watched these games, and everyone on the defense.
You actually were somewhat still in the game.
Yeah. If we would have didn't fumble the ball, we might have kicked the field goal, or who knows. Here's the other thing, Kevin, and I'm a big supporter. I love this guy, and I did from day one. But you know what? The way, we turn on our players, we get sick, we get tired. When is Quinnen Williams going to be the stud? Maybe it's time for him to go too.
And I mean, forget about the defense, because we said yesterday the defense was going to be a problem today.
Yeah.
That was a known deal. But where was the offense?
Yeah.
Where was Mr. White? Where was our O-line? He was going to get him killed. Did you hear them say about the one play where everybody missed their block?
Yeah.
And the entire defensive line was on top of them.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Every single player missed their block.
You know what, Kevin? I'm not ready, because it's only 9 games, to give up on this coaching staff, but I don't have high hopes for this coaching staff. Like, you're not making in-game adjustments. You're not, I mean, are we to believe that Saleh's coaching staff is the smartest coaching staff in the world? Every team double teams Diggs as best as we're going to go single guy on Diggs. This is not Revis against Diggs. This is Guidry against Diggs. We're not going to, because we don't make those adjustments, we're not teaching them this style of football. So we're only teaching them one way to play. And if it doesn't work, we're screwed. That's what I'm understanding from Saleh's press. Like I said, I'm not an X's and O's guy, but I'm just a fan who watches in disgust every Sunday.
I mean, when are we going to have a good show? We've had, how many weeks are we in?
Yeah, 10 weeks, 9 games.
Yeah, and we've had 2 weeks where we could come on and have a happy post game.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. And one of them, like you said, and I know it's part of the game. If it wasn't for a shot,
would have been, it would have been a tie. Yeah, right, which is as good as a loss.
I hope everyone realizes that after Tennessee lost to us, they won 6 in a row.
Incredible. It's incredible. I don't even know what you say, man. Like I said to you towards the end of the game, what do we go on and say?
I know.
What do we go on and say? What do you go on and say?
5 turnovers, 4 interceptions. That's what we say. That's what we say. Our defensive backs, after 10 games, have finally got an interception. 1 interception. Our defensive backs.
Yeah, in garbage time.
Yeah. 10 games, we got one interception.
When it didn't mean a damn thing.
Yeah. Here's another stat that kills me, because this should be a full game stat. With 10:47 left in the third quarter, All right. Our defense have already given up 346 yards and 31 points with 10 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third quarter.
You're going to win like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's incredible. I just said to you, I see all over social media, worst team in the NFL, worst team in the NFL. How many damn years are we going to see that?
Yeah. I don't know, Kev. I don't know. I don't have words for it anymore. I mean, halftime, we've given up 171 passing yards, 207 total yards in our building at halftime. Buffalo had 207 yards.
They did anything they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Again, guys running wide open. There's nobody within 5 yards of them.
Yeah. 350.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody within 5 yards of them. They're all by themselves catching the ball or running.
Yeah. Because this defensive coaching staff is teaching one way of playing, and that's the only way they're playing. Diggs, I mean, first of all, you didn't put a game plan to say we have to double team Diggs, and we're going to leave our young cornerbacks one-on-one with
on their best receiver and maybe one of the best in the game. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, right.
350 passing yards we gave up. 139 rushing yards.
Because we know it's Revis and Cromartie and Jim Leonard and everything back there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course.
Right.
4 for 13 on third down to Buffalo's 4 for 7 on third down.
You know, that was the one thing with Rex.
God, I'm listening.
He could always make lemonade out of lemon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He would have figured out some kind of scheme with young cornerbacks and everything where he took Diggs away.
Yeah.
You know, somebody else may have burned us, but we would have took Diggs away. I don't understand.
And this is what I said to you the other day, Kevin, when we were picking our teams, and I said, if it was earlier in the week and we did our show, I would have took Cleveland. But the more I thought about what Belichick does well, he takes away your blitzing, and look what happened today. Mac Jones, who no one
do you think they got a quarterback again?
Yeah, 40. And that's what I said to you, Kevin.
Again?
Yeah.
And once again, there he was at 2.
Yeah. Now, he might not have done that for us because we don't coach to our talent. Like I'm starting to learn that Saleh and this coaching staff only coaches one way, and you have to fit their way. That's why Mims is a bust to everyone, because he doesn't fit their way. You know? And I said to you, I feel like when Corey Davis is in the game, everyone else falls asleep and watches what he could do. And not any fault of him. But I was validated today when Bart Scott said after the game, he said, I feel like these quarterbacks, including Zach, including Mike White, forces the game through Corey Davis. And you don't need to.
No.
Use your other weapons.
The offense worked better when he was out.
Yeah. Because they're forcing this game through him, it sounds like. And watching it today, it seems that way too. This year, Kevin, the Jets what did we say we are? We're 2-7. So that's 9 games. In 9 games, we have 22 turnovers. That's 2.5. That's 2.5, turnovers per game.
Can you believe that we're 9 games in already and it's the same thing?
Yep. We have 7 takeaways.
Same thing.
Yep. We have 7 takeaways in 9 games. That's not even 1 a game. And the differential is -15, which makes us the worst in the league.
Change the GM, change the coach, change the quarterback. That's all that changes. That's all that changes. That's all that changes.
Yeah.
Is the GM, the coach, and the quarterback.
Sell this team, blow it up. And listen, I know there are going to people, I know, and listen, I understand it. I know there are going to be people out there who say, we can't judge this coaching staff after 9 games. Well, let me tell you something. If this coaching staff is not willing to change up to the NFL with the way things are being done because they think it's their way or the highway, this coach is not long for this league.
Oh, hell yeah, you can judge this coaching staff after 9 games. The defense is atrocious. Atrocious. You started this season, the first quarter of the season in the top 10 in the top 10 defense.
Yeah.
Now you're the worst.
Yeah.
You're the worst.
Yeah. And you know what, Kevin? Years ago when you and I were talking before we even decided to do this, well, I shouldn't say, well, years ago, but mostly last year, even before, and I was a fan of Saleh, and I don't want to get down on him, but I remember saying to you, he wasn't my first choice. Dable was from Buffalo. He was the one I really wanted. And he's going to turn out to be a fine coach someday. He must have laughed when he saw the second time after the out of bounds, Guidry on Diggs once again. He must have just laughed.
Can you imagine? I mean, you got lucky because he was out of bounds. So
yeah,
here they come. Same play.
Yeah.
They went back to the hole. Allen says some same play. Just go.
Yeah. Alan Guidry's back on Diggs. Just go.
Yeah, same play. Go.
Yeah. And this is what I said. Professional versus Pee Wee football. You know? Today we saw how a coaching staff does things. And not only that, how about the fieriness? Even their assistant coaches, you heard them screaming on the, yeah. Our silence is like we're at a funeral.
And you get out coached. You're getting out coached in these games. You're not just getting out played. Yeah. You're getting out coached.
Yeah. Yeah, no, agree.
Like now, big time.
Yeah. Now, Kev, at one point I was going to text you because I thought halfway through the third, they probably should have brought Flacco in just to save injury from Mike White. And when they didn't, I thought the only reason why they're not benching Mike White is because they're going to start him again next week against Miami.
Hope so. I mean, I mean,
listen, I'm not down on Mike White, so I don't want to act like I am. I'm down on everything around Mike White. And that's the same way now.
You know, and hey, the same thing with Zach.
Yeah.
He was taking the snap too and he was getting killed.
Yeah.
You know, that's why he was running for his life all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's what I say to that. Is it even worth putting him in next week against Miami? Because now, you know, Miami had 10 days, and then Miami already 3 days. They have another week to prepare for us after beating the Ravens. You know they're going to come. I think it's in our home. They're going to be flying high. Mm-hmm. They're going to be flying high.
Yep. Yeah. And unlike our staff that has 2 weeks to prepare or 10 days to prepare.
Yeah.
What happens? What happens after that? What you had a 2-week gap in your bye to prepare? You got to shellac it.
Yeah.
You had 10 days. You got to shellac it.
Yeah. 175 points in 4 games. The Buffalo Bills, and I'm repeating myself, 4 rushing touchdowns to 4 different players.
Say that again. 100 and what?
And 175 points in 4 games we've given up.
4 games.
Yeah. Some teams don't give that up in 8-9 games.
175 points.
Yeah. Yeah. In 4 games. 43.5, I believe, if my math is right. 43 point something a game is what we're giving up. 43 points a game.
You don't win games like you're not going to win the games like that.
Almost 44 points a game we're giving up. Close to 500 yards every time. You could see Flores and the Miami Dolphins and salivating coming into this week's game. They're going to make Tua Tagovailoa look like a Hall of Famer.
And what did I say? Even if we had put up 28 points, 30 points, at home,
Yeah.
you should win the game. Not
Yeah.
when the other team scores 45.
No.
Holy freaking crap.
I'm going to
45
say,
points?
yeah, I'm going to say this again, Kevin.
And it
We
wasn't
lost
even
it.
and it wasn't even the Patriots. And they
Yeah,
scored
no.
45 points.
Yeah. So we scored 17 points in 4 quarters. The Buffalo Bills output in the first 9 minutes of the third quarter, the first 9 minutes, actually 8:59, they put up 21 points and beat us right then and there within an 8-minute and 59-second window. They scored more points than we did in 4 quarters.
No question. What do you even say that? What do you even say to that?
Like, I want to see now all our Jet fans and all our Jet friends tell us, oh, be patient. This team is not even moving up the ladder. They're not even showing progress.
No, they're going backwards.
Yeah. They're not even showing progress.
And neither's the coaching staff.
No. Meanwhile, and I didn't watch the game. I'm hoping I'll get to see some highlights. Jacksonville was in the game today against the Colts. In Indianapolis, the same Colts team that dismantled us. Jacksonville was in the game. 23-17 was the final.
Look at what happened to the Bills last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not this week.
No.
What were we saying yesterday? Where everybody's get right game.
Yeah.
Where everybody's get right game. That's what we are.
Yeah. And Boomer said it again today at halftime. If you watch CBS's 2 halftime, that he said it again, and it kills me when he says it, but he's right. He's right. Like, there's nothing more we can say. Here's what I'll say, and if you want to keep talking, we can, and we will.
Yeah. What's the point?
There's 3. If we want to end this on a positive note, there's 3 reasons to watch this team. And the third reason I'm going to give is all predicated on the second reason I'm going to give. The 3 reasons to watch this team is Michael Carter at running back.
Oh, absolutely.
He's an animal.
We got a running back.
Yeah. And I mark my, and I'll probably be wrong, but
that may be about all we got, but we got a running back.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, in my heart, I believe by the time this year is over, this kid is going to break a big one. He's got a 60. He's very close in the leg.
Get to the house.
Breaking a big one. Yeah. Now, my number 2 reason leads up to the number 3. And number 3 could only be a stud if number 2 is. If Zach Wilson is the deal we think he is, he's going to be worth watching. And that means throwing to Elijah Moore is going to be fun to see. Mm-hmm. And right now, I'm sorry, like, I'm a Mims guy. I'm a Kenny Yeboah guy. But right now, these 3 are the only reasons to watch this team next Sunday.
Yes. Oh, else why do we watch? Why do you watch it 2-7?
Yeah.
Why do you watch?
And you know, Kevin, I keep saying it, and no one seems to disagree with me. So maybe I'm right. Jonathan Franklin Myers retired the day he signed the contract.
Yeah.
Where is our?
Who did we have that did that? Signed a big deal. Wilkerson?
Probably. I don't even remember.
Muhammad Wilkerson?
Maybe you might be right. I always go back to Bobby Valentine talking about Bernard Gilkey back in those Met days, you know? But like, where's our Aaron, what's his name from the Rams? I'm so tongue-tied right now. Where's our
Donald?
Donald, yeah. Where's our Mac from the Bears? What's the defensive end's name? I know he's hurt. I can't think of his name now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just, where's our Bosa? Where's our Watt? Where's our defensive end that changes the game? I'm sorry, like, I know it was Sean Abraham.
Since Abraham.
Yeah. Like, where's our guy who changes the way the offensive has to play us?
Our last truly dominant defensive line was the damn sack exchange. Think about it.
Yeah. Like, where's our JJ Watt? Where's our I'm sorry. I'm so like I'm just so
I mean, we had
aggravated.
we had a stud nose tackle there for a little bit with Jenkins.
Yeah. You're like, where is that guy, that other teams, that offensive lineman Sweat? You know what I felt like? You know what I feel like when we watch our defensive line? I feel like the offensive line for whatever team we play goes like that, and the Jet defense tries to run in place.
You know,
You put your arm out and hold them by the hand, and the Jet guy runs in place. That's what it looks like to me. I'm sorry. And I love this team, Kevin. I love this team. I sit here every Sunday for 3.5 hours and I watch. It's like a bad movie. You start
the day. Listen, you start the day all pumped up. Last weekend's in the past. Okay, yeah. Let's see what we can. And it's always the same freaking thing.
Yeah. Now, my better half doesn't watch the games the way I do. But today she said to me, didn't you see this game already? It's the same replay. And remember how we talk? We've
seen this season already over and over and over.
Yeah. Yes. And my wife doesn't watch the way I watch. The 5-10 minutes that she takes the break to sit down to watch this team. And she only roots for this team because I rooted for this team since she's known me. And, and then and this is what I also said to you, Kevin. You know why no one 14 and under roots for the Jets? Because you saw it today. My son is pumped every Sunday like his dad. But by halftime, he'd rather go in his room and text his friend or play whatever these
right.
on his phone because he's bored. He doesn't know what is this?
Yeah, it's not football. You're not watching football. I mean, how long as a kid you want to sit there and watch an ass kicking every Sunday?
Yeah. And this is why we don't have a fan base 14 and under. The 10 to 14-year-old crowd does not root for the Jets.
Nope.
My son literally
everybody loves a winner. And
yeah.
That ain't us, and that's not us.
He finished his lunch after the halftime. He had lunch for the start of halftime. And when he was done, the third quarter started, and he abandoned me and went in the room. And I wanted to get mad. I can't force him to watch this. This is not football.
No, it's child abuse.
No, yeah, this is not football.
That's freaking called Dyfus on you, dude.
Yeah. Wow, well, Quinnen Williams, a half a sack today. He shared the sack with whoever. Who was the guy who she shared the sack with? I don't even remember. I don't know, Kev. I don't know. It's
what difference does it make?
Yeah. Again, Kevin, that's it for me on this. And I mean, if you have other things to add, and I'll discuss it all night with you, but I can't. This is.
And I don't know when they made the interception. Okay. Mm-hmm. When we made the interception, okay, it was great and everything, but the celebrating and everything. Are you kidding me? Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Agreed. What the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boy, that was game changing, wasn't it?
Yeah. 45-10, 38-10, and
Jesus
you finally got
Christ.
an interception after 10 weeks. Please, yeah.
I mean, be glad and everything, but holy crap, it was like, hey, are you kidding me? Look.
Yeah.
You're getting your ass kicked again.
Yeah. Agree. And I'm dying to hear somebody tell me. I think I labeled the 3 positives, Michael Carter being one. If Zach Wilson is who we think he is, he'll be the real deal, and he'll help Elijah Moore be the real deal as well. But I don't have many other players to hang my hat on. But let me tell you, and maybe I'm crazy, at 2-9, I'm ready to, you know what? I know he had a penalty today. I want to see Kenny as the tight end. Like, I don't need to see Ryan Griffin catch a ball, and because he's so top heavy, he falls down. Like, he had a chance. If he would have stood on his feet, he would have plowed through that cornerback and maybe ran for a 7 for us. No, he catches the ball, falls down. Like, you know what? I want to see more of Mims. I want to, from here on out, I don't care if we get blown out of the water 45-10 every week. I want to know what we have going into next
It's all
year.
now at 2-7. It's all about seeing what we got.
You know, we're all in agreement that Greg Van Roden is a bum, right? Figure out how to get Tardif in the game this weekend, okay? We all feel like, you know, McGovern is not the center. Figure if McDermott could play center, figure out and see what he can do. Now we're at the stage now, Kevin, where we have to figure out what we have and who this core is going into next year, because we have a lot of draft picks. We have a lot of cap space. So
you're probably picking 2.
Yeah. Yeah, because Detroit tied today. So, yeah, right now, us and the Jaguars are the top 3.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. And, hey, the Jaguars are going to win a game before we do.
They probably will. They'll probably win their third. Well, the Jaguars only have 1 win right now, correct?
So we're
still one game above them. But you get what I'm saying. Like, you watched the Philadelphia Eagles today. They went up to Denver, and me and you, and we're nobodies. We just talked. We thought Denver was going to win. Last I saw, the Eagles were up 10-0 with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 10-0. It takes us 50 minutes of football to score 10 points. So the Buffalo, I'm going to say this one more time, Kevin, then if you want to sign off, I'm okay.
Yeah, what the hell?
The Jets gave up 21 points in 6 minutes and 59 seconds of the third quarter. That's more than we scored in the whole 60 minutes of football.
You can't make it up, man. You can't. No. You cannot make it up.
No,
they do it for you.
Yeah.
Every week it gets better and better. It's always something new.
Yeah. Other teams are always getting first against us. You could look up every team in this NFL, and there's 31 other teams, if I'm correct. I bet you all of them have a first against us.
Oh, yeah.
The first time the Panthers had a shutout was against the Jets 10, 20 years ago. The first time Jacksonville won a game was probably against. I'm making these stats up right now.
You're right, of course, yeah.
But you know what I'm trying to say. Every team probably going to first against us. 4 rushing touchdowns to 4 different players.
Yeah, like I said, we set all these records, but they're all for crappy stuff.
And I have to scroll through. I wonder if that's the first time 4 different running backs rushed for TDs in one game.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably a record. That's probably a football record.
Of course. We'll have a plaque and we'll put it on the wall in Florham Park.
Yeah, we hold the record for all the wrong things. Crazy.
Incredible.
Crazy. Yeah.
Well, you have a great week, brother.
Yeah, you too. We'll talk during the week.
All right, and we'll see you guys next Saturday where we'll do it again.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Have a good rest of your night. You guys have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the game tonight. And jet up. We'll talk to you later.